Hi everyone, I'm Stuart, the IOCCG Scientific Coordinator, and I'll be giving a brief overview of the activities of the IOCCG. The group is currently chaired by Cara Wilson of NOAA and was established in 1996 to promote the application of satellite ocean color data, as well as to act as a liaison between the space agencies that provide the data and the scientists and managers that use this data for their research. Measurements of ocean color from space allow us to map the distribution and concentration of the pigment chlorophyll A, an index of phytoplankton biomass. Since phytoplankton fix carbon dioxide during photosynthesis, ocean color data can be used to examine the fluxes of carbon on a global scale, which have important implications for climate change research. Ocean color sensors can also measure the concentration of suspended particulate material as well as dissolved yellow substances, which is useful in monitoring water quality, river runoff, sediment dynamics, and coastal pollution. Currently, there are 11 satellites in orbit carrying ocean color sensors, shown in green in this slide. There are also several past missions, shown in blue, and many others scheduled for launch in the near future. Those are the ones in red. Many of these missions have different orbits and collect data using different wave bands or use different calibration procedures. One of the roles of the IOCCG is to promote international cooperation and coordination in the acquisition, distribution, calibration, and validation of the data from these missions. IOCCG's mandate is to advocate for the importance of ocean color data and its applications, as well as to provide a common voice for the ocean color user community. It also helps to ensure the quality of the data as well as the continuity of the ocean color data stream. Lastly, it helps to foster expertise in using ocean color data by conducting training courses all around the world. This slide gives you some idea of the structure and scope of the IOCCG, which is an affiliated program of SCOR and an associate member of CEOS, the Committee on Earth Observation Satellites. The IOCCG is supported by various space agencies and other organizations and consists of the committee, the IOCCG Project Office, the various scientific working groups and task forces which produce a range of publications and interact with CEOS and the ocean color community, and the various meetings, conferences, and training courses convened by IOCCG, which will be addressed in the following slides. This is the current list of IOCCG committee members, composed of space agency representatives as well as scientists from the ocean color community, chosen for their expertise as well as their geographical location. Members generally serve a 3-year term to allow for continual rotation of the committee, and space agency representatives, the ones indicated with the red asterisk, also form the IOCCG Executive Committee along with the current chair and past chair. A major focus of the IOCCG is the specialized scientific working groups that investigate various aspects of ocean color science and technology. They generally summarize their findings in a report, which is published by the IOCCG. A total of 19 reports have been published to date, covering a wide range of topics. These reports have been used extensively by many global programs and other organizations and often used as a useful teaching aid for students. They are available from the IOCCG website as well as through the Ocean Best Practices repository maintained by IODE. Hard copies may also be requested free of charge. And here you can see the titles of all the reports published to date, which cover a wide range of topics and applications. Some are specifically directed towards the space agencies, for example, reports numbers 1, 6, 13, and 14, while others are for the broader ocean color user community, or both. These reports provide state-of-the-art information on a specific topic, as well as case studies and recommendations for the agencies and/or the user community. Currently, there are 3 active IOCCG working groups, including one on harmful algal blooms, which was established in conjunction with the Global HAB program and which is partially supported by SCOR. This working group has been delayed for several years due to unforeseen circumstances, but there's a concerted effort to get a full draft report completed by the end of the year for review by the IOCCG committee as well as by Global HAB. There is also a new working group on conducting benthic reflectance measurements and one on atmospheric correction over optically complex waters. This one will be published in the new IOCCG technical report series. The IOCCG technical reports deal with methodology and experimental datasets, as opposed to the IOCCG scientific report series, which provide an in-depth review and state-of-the-art of a particular subject. The first report in this series will be the one on atmospheric correction over optically complex waters, mentioned in the previous slide, which should be published early in the new year. Another IOCCG publication is the IOCCG Protocol series, which began as updates of the NASA Ocean Optics protocols. NASA wanted to encourage broad international participation and acceptance of these protocols, which could be done through the IOCCG. They are intended as living documents to be updated regularly, and all are available on the IOCCG website for a period of about 60 days for review by the international community, after which they are published by the IOCCG. 4 protocol volumes have been published to date, with another 2 nearing completion. The protocols are available on the IOCCG website as well as the IODE Ocean Best Practices repository. In addition to the short-term scientific working groups, the IOCCG has also established a number of semi-permanent task forces to facilitate interagency collaboration on an ongoing basis. For example, the Task Force on Satellite Sensor Calibration provides a framework for calibration experts from various space agencies to get together to exchange ideas and information and data. The IOCCG Working Group on Long-Term Vicarious Adjustment of Ocean Color Sensors will also be transformed into a task force, since the agency feels that this is such an important topic for all agencies. Furthermore, a new task force on remote sensing of plastic marine litter was recently proposed to improve our ability to monitor floating plastic debris from space. This task force is currently under review. The IOCCG also has a strong mandate in education and capacity building and has conducted the Advanced IOCCG Summer Lecture Series every 2 years since 2012. This series prepares a new generation of ocean color research scientists, and students receive lectures as well as hands-on practical sessions. The Summer Lecture Series is immensely popular, attracting over 140 applications each session, and past graduates are many of today's leaders in oceanography. SCOR regularly sponsors students from developing countries to attend these training courses, which is greatly appreciated. Over the years, the IOCCG has also conducted 24 introductory training courses on applications of ocean color data in developing countries, which have always been in high demand. And more recently, the IOCCG established the Trevor Platt Memorial Scholarships for students from developing countries to conduct hands-on research or to receive in-depth training at a foreign institute. The IOCCG website contains a wealth of educational resources for students and researchers, including videos and PowerPoint presentations from past IOCCG training courses, as well as training courses from other institutions. There are also links to tutorials from the various space agencies, as well as a number of web books, including the web book by Howard Gordon on Principles of Ocean Color Remote Sensing, which is available exclusively on the IOCCG website. One of the ways in which the IOCCG brings the ocean color community together is through the International Ocean Color Science meetings convened by the IOCCG every other year since 2013. The goal of these meetings is to reinforce the voice of the global ocean color user community and to provide a forum for discussion on key research and technical issues. Breakout workshops at these meetings discuss topical issues and communicate their views, ideas, and concerns to the IOCCG, to the user communities, and to the various space agencies. This slide shows the range of topics addressed by the various breakout workshops at the IOCS meetings, and many of these eventually develop into IOCCG working groups or task forces. Several of them are of such high interest that the same topics are discussed for several years in a row, for example, phytoplankton functional types or high temporal spatial resolution sensors. The IOCCG also plans to coordinate a journal special issue on aquatic carbon from space to demonstrate how ocean color remote sensing can help assess carbon sources, stocks, and fluxes in the open ocean as well as large lakes. This initiative is being led by Xuanmin Hu and Laura Lorenzoni, and a call for papers will be released soon. One of the ways in which the IOCCG keeps in touch with the ocean color community is through regular community announcements, as well as the IOCCG news bulletins, which are sent to over 1,500 subscribers on the IOCCG mailing list. These bulletins generally contain news from the IOCCG, as well as from the ocean color community and the various sponsoring agencies, and include things such as employment opportunities, funding opportunities, as well as highlights of new publications. IOCCG's early affiliation with SCOR has been instrumental in providing international recognition of the scientific expertise and achievements of the group, and has helped the group to grow into the well-recognized entity it is today. SCOR also provides an avenue for obtaining funding from US agencies such as NASA, which is critical to the implementation of the IOCCG program. Lastly, SCOR's support for the IOCCG training courses and IOCS meetings, as well as their support of the HAB working group, is also gratefully acknowledged. Thank you for listening all the way through, and please feel free to contact either Cara or myself if you have any questions. Goodbye.